Good morning, students. Hope all are fine. And let us go on our today's class. So we are discussing chapter 4, organ and organ system in animals, and today part 6. In the previous sessions, we discussed about this cockroach. It's one of the invertebrate. In the last session, we discussed about this classification of cockroach, general features of cockroach, as well as the morphology of cockroach. And today we are going to discuss about this anatomy of cockroach. Hope you know what is anatomy. So we are going to learn about this internal structure of this cockroach. So just digestive system, circulatory system, as well as this respiratory system of cockroach we are going to discuss by today. The first one is regarding digestive system, right? The digestive system is so simple. So in our digestive system, we consist of one long alimentary canal as well as the digestive glands, right? The same here too. And this cockroach also consists of one long alimentary canal. So what do you mean alimentary canal? It commences from mouth and end with anus, right? So one large and long alimentary canal is there. Along with that, it consists of this some digestive glands also, right? And let us see what are these organs are involved in this digestive process in cockroach. Fine. And the first one is, of course, as we said, few digestive glands are associated with this, right? And this major one is alimentary canal. So as we said, the alimentary canal commences from the mouth cavity and it ends in this anus, right? And this figure of this digestive system is displayed there, and look into that and we can see this parts of this digestive system. Fine. Okay. So the digestive system is a long alimentary canal. Hence, this alimentary canal divided as three divisions, right? The first region is known as foregut. The second division is known as midgut. And the last division is known as hindgut, right? So, foregut, midgut as well as hindgut is there. Fine. Okay. So, let us see what are these regions or occur in this foregut, right? The first foregut, of course, it starts from this, mouth cavity, oral cavity, right? Then, and the outer mouth cavity is there, then it is leading as a mouth, right? Then, the mouth is leading as a pharynx. Can you watch this figure there? So, the part is pharynx is marked, okay? So, mouth is leading as a pharynx, okay? Then, the next part, one short tube which is coming from this pharynx is known as esophagus. Can you watch this esophagus? One short tube. It is coming from this pharynx. Okay, esophagus. Then this esophagus will open into the lower pouch-like or bag-like structure that is known as a craw. So this is actually, it functions like a stomach, right? So what is the role of the stomach? Here the food is stored, right? So here we can say this as a crop. Okay. Then this crop is leading as another one important region, that is gizzard, right? Gizzard, or it is known as proventriculus. Gizzard or proventriculus. Okay. And what is the role of this proventriculus? Actually, it is acting like a grind. So this is grinding the substances which is present inside. So actually in our digestive system, in the mouth, the teeth is located and the teeth is doing this grinding process, right? So the food will be grinded very well inside this mouth with the help of these teeth. But here, instead of this mouth, here in this gizzard region, this teeth is located, right? So in the gizzard region, it consists of outer layer. In the outer layer of this gizzard consists of thick circular muscles, and inner it consists of cuticles. So this is forming like a 6 highly chitinous plates. So inside this gizzards it consists of chitinous plates. Overall 6 chitinous plates are there. These plates only known as teeth. Okay, so these teeth only grinding the food which is coming towards this gizzard. Okay, so that is the purpose or process of this gizzard. Okay, so can you watch this crop as well as this gizzard there? So that is till this gizzard it included as a foregut region. Okay, and the next part, can you watch one short tube, it is commences from the gizzard and it end with this next one long wider tube. Okay, so that is known as a midgut. So foregut is over and the next region is midgut. Okay, and especially this midgut consists of one special feature that is known as hepatic CK or enteric CK, right? Hepatic CK or enteric CK. So that is this. Can you watch this 6 finger like projection is there? Can you watch? Not 6, sorry, 8 finger like tubules is there from that after this gizzard region. Can you watch? Hepatic CK. So this is doing actually the secretory process. It is secreting the digestive enzymes. Okay, so this is a special feature which is present in this midgut region. Is it clear? Okay, and then this midgut will end with this next region as a hindgut, where this midgut and the hindgut joints. Can you watch there? One small tubules, bundles, actually 100 to 150. The stuff of these small tubules are there. Can you watch? That is marked as a Malpighian tubules, right? So this is present in the junction of this midgut as well as the hindgut. So the process of Malpighian tubule is entirely different from this digestive process. Actually, the process of this Malpighian tubule is it is doing this excretory function, right? So these tubules will collect this nitrogenous waste from the coelom. What do you mean coelom? The fluid which is present inside this cavity is known as a coelom, right? So coelomic fluid. So from the coelomic fluid, it will collect this nitrogenous waste, and this waste will be sent along with this hindgut, and it will be eliminated out, right? Actually, that is the role of this Malpighian tubules. If they ask what is the role of Malpighian tubules, you must to know it is collecting this nitrogenous waste from the coelomic fluid. Is it clear? And they can ask the question, what is the role of gizzard? Okay, what is the role of hepatic CK or enteric CK? Is it clear? Okay, then this hindgut, actually it is wider than the foregut. I'm sorry, not wider than this midgut, right? Can you watch in the figure? Midgut is somewhat narrow in shape, but this hindgut is somewhat wider in shape, right? And this hindgut, again it is divided as ileum, colon, rectum, right? Can you watch? The beginning part is known as a short tube, that is known as ileum, and the larger region is known as colon, and the end part is known as rectum. It is clearly marked in the figure, and this last part, it is anus, so that this digestive weight will be eliminated out. Okay, so this is the simple structure of this digestive system for cockroach. Digestive glands. So as we said already, few digestive glands are associated with this alimentary canal to do this digestive process, right? Let us see what are the glands are associated with it. The first one is the salivary glands. Okay, so it's a pair of salivary glands are located on either side of this crops, which is present in the thoracic region. So crops, as we said already, it is like a stomach, like bag-like structure. It's a crops. On either side of this crops, this salivary glands are located. Fine. And the next one is this glandular cells. So these glandular cells are present in the midgut region, as well as hepatic or gastric CK also present in the midgut region, right? So these two is again secreting the digestive juices, and this is helping for the digestion of new food substances. Is it clear? So the next system is respiratory system. So the respiratory system is somewhat developed when they compare this other insects, right? Now let us see this parts of this respiratory system, how this respiration takes place. So what is the role of this respiration actually? It has to take the oxygen from environment and it has to supply this oxygen to the tissues, right? Actually that is the role of this respiratory system. So we are also taking the oxygen from the atmosphere and it will through the lungs and finally it will reach the lungs and through the blood circulation it is reaching the cells, right? And let us see the simple respiratory system of cockroach. Fine? Okay. So the respiratory system consists of, the first one is the spiracles. What do you mean spiracles? The holes, right? Or it is known as a stigmata. The holes or stigmata, actually 10 pairs of stigmata or spiracles are located in either side, lateral side of this body. Can you watch the spiracles there? Thoracic region, abdominal region, everywhere this spiracles are located, right? 10 pairs. So both the sides or on lateral sides this stigmata is located. Fine. And the next one is sphincter or spiracular muscle. So what is the role of this sphincter or spiracular muscles? So we said there is 10 pair of these spiracles are located in either sides, right? The holes which is communicating outside. Okay. And in that hole one valve is there. So this is regulating. It could able to close and open. So it is regulating the flow of air inside and outside, right? So that wall name is sphincter or spiracular muscles. Fine? Okay. Then the next one is regarding tracheoles. Trachea. So these spiracles are connected with this, the long tubule that is known as a trachea. Can you watch, which is given in this purple color, that is trachea. Understand? Then this trachea is connected with the small tubules that is known as tracheoles in the center region. Okay, in the center region large tubule is there that is known as tracheoles. Then the next one is tissues. Okay, and this is the regions of this respiratory system. Let us see how the process takes place now. Actually, this spiracles or stigmata is collecting this oxygen or air from outside. So this air is, and the movement of this air is regulated by the sphincter muscle or the spiracular muscle in this wall. Okay, it is located in the spiracle. So it is regulating this one. Okay, then this air which is coming through the spiracle is passing to the trachea, right? So trachea, again it is leading as a branches. Can you watch the branches? These branches are known as tracheoles. So this is passing this this air to the tracheoles, right? And the tracheoles inside, it consists of this watery fluid, right? It consists of this fluid substance inside. Okay, then by diffusion method. By diffusion method means, what do you mean? The movement of this air from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. Actually diffusion method means whatever it is, the molecules which is moving from higher concentration to the lower concentration, we could say as by diffusion, right? The same here also, from the tracheoles this air or oxygen is supplied towards the tissues by the diffusion process. Understood? And so if we say this passage, how could we write? If we say the passage of air in the tracheal system, how could we write? So first we can start with the spiracles. Then it will move to the trachea. Am I right? Then from the trachea it will move to the tracheoles. So small tubules, branches of this trachea is known as tracheoles. Then finally it is supplied to the tissues by diffusion process. Understood? So that is a simple respiratory system of this cockroach. The next system is circulatory system. So the circulatory system also simple. So here the circulatory system is open type, right? So already we know what is open type of circulatory system. So if there is no developed blood vessels are there, that type of this circulatory system we used to term as open type, right? There is no blood vessels to carry the bloods away from the heart, right? So that type is known as open type. So in case of cockroach also, there is open type circulatory system is there, right? And let us see what are the regions are involved in the circulatory system. Fine? Okay. So the first point, of course, the circulatory system is open type since there is no well developed blood vessels. Fine. The second point is hemocoel. So what do you mean hemocoel? The body cavity is known as hemocoel and it is filled with the fluid known as hemolymph, right? So the hemolymph only here considered as a blood, right? So this blood is a colorless blood. So why there is no color? Because of the absence of hemoglobin, right? Okay. So this hemolymph, the blood consists of. So our blood consists of what are the substances? Of course, plasma as well as the blood cells, right? The same here also, it consists of plasma as well as blood cells. Fine. So the hemolymph consists of, the next one is the plasma and another one, it consists of hemocytes. The cells which is present in the hemolymph is known as hemocytes. It is phagocytic in nature. What do you mean phagocytic? Means if there is any foreign particles or any pathogens comes into the body, these cells will swallow or engulf these pathogens. That type of these patho cells are known as phagocytic cells. Is it clear? Okay. So this blood is moving inside this heart. So heart is available but there is no blood vessels. Is it clear? So heart is there. So our heart, we know we have 4 chambers in the heart, right? 4 chambers are there. But in case of this cockroach, it consists of 13 chambers. So the heart is this long muscular tube, the long elongated tube with a muscular wall. The wall is muscle and the long tube it is, right? So can you watch this figure? Long tube which is present in this mid dorsal side, right? In the thoracic region, it is one long tubule. It is connected with each other, right? So overall 13 chambers are there. Okay. Then it consists of the hole in both the sides. If you see each and every chamber, there will be the hole in both the sides because it is connected with this next chamber. That hole is known as ostia, right? Okay. Then the next part is alary muscles. Alary muscles. Can you watch on either side of this long tubule? There is triangular shape muscle is there. Okay. So in every chamber this muscle is located in both the sides. That's why they said 13 pairs of alary muscles are attached along with this heart, long tubule of the heart. Okay. So that is this alary muscles. Fine. Okay. Now let us see how the circulation takes place. So what are the main regions of this circulatory system? 13 chambered heart, 13 pairs of these alary muscles, right? And the blood. The blood is here hemolymph and the blood consists of plasma as well as the hemocytes. Is it clear? Okay. Then how the circulation takes place. So in our heart also, anterior side, posterior side is there, right? Upper side is anterior and the lower side is a posterior side. So through the anterior side, the blood will move inside the heart and the blood away from the heart also through the anterior side. But here the blood vessels are doing the process, right? But case here there is no blood vessels. So from the cavity or from the sinus, the blood is moving to this heart through the anterior side. So the first part it is mentioned as anterior aorta, right? So through this anterior aorta the blood is moving inside and the blood will come away from the same anterior side. Okay, but since there is no blood vessels, it is freely moving in and out. So this contraction and relaxation is happens because of this contraction of this alveolar muscles. So these alveolar muscles are helping for this process. Is it clear? Okay. Then one more region is present, accessory circulatory organ. What do you mean the word accessory? Additional, supportive, right? So this is one of the accessory or supportive circulatory organ or region. It is present below the antenna, right? It is present at the base of this each antenna. Of course, we know there is pair of antenna is there. So at the base of this each antenna, it consists of one region that is known as pulsatile vesicle. Pulsatile vesicle. So this is present at the base of this antenna, and this also helping for this, to pump this blood, right? So they can ask the question, mention this, accessory circulatory region of cockroach. It is pulsatile vesicle. It is present at the base of this antenna. It's a pair of pulsatile vesicle is located, right? So far we have discussed about this digestive system, the respiratory system, as well as the circulatory system of cockroach. Fine, and hope we can conclude here, and let us go on few assignments regarding today's portion. Assignments, the first question is regarding what is gizzard. As we said, it's functions like a grinding process, right? Grinders, grinding the substances. Since it consists of this chitinous, 6 chitinous plates that is known as teeth inside, it is used to grind all these food substances, right? Okay, and mention the role of gizzard. Of course, the same point we can write for gizzard, right? Then list of the digestive glands of cockroach. So what are the digestive glands are there? Salivary glands, hepatic cache, and this glandular cells also present in this midgut region. So this is this digestive glands. Write the passage of air in the tracheal system of cockroach. How the passage takes place? First the air will move into the spiracles and it will go to the trachea. From the trachea it will go to the tracheoles. Then it is supplied to the tissues. So that route we can write. Okay, in the textbook it is given, you can go through. Then mention the accessory circulatory organ of cockroach. What is accessory circulatory organ? Pulsatile vesicles. It is present at the base of this antenna, right? Okay, so these will be asked as either 3 mark or 2 mark questions. Okay, and of course we can, every system will be asked as a 5 mark question. So explain the digestive system of cockroach with the diagram, or explain the respiratory process in cockroach, or explain the circulatory system of cockroach with the diagram. So wherever diagram is there, of course surely you have to draw the diagram also. Fine. So please go through this, all these answers from this textbook. Of course you may have these pages of these textbooks and go through this, and please do it well. Fine. So we can meet in the next class with this next topic. Until this, please stay at home and be safe and pray very well. Thank you.